Well lads, how's all doing and welcome back to the Boosh channel. I know, listen, very depressing looking title, but yes, listen ladies and gentlemen, the title is right there. Live every day like it's your last. It's a quote that you hear all the time. You know, you might not hear it, you know, if this is your first time, then welcome to the club. But yeah, it's a quote that I hear a lot, right? And a lot of people kind of overlook that quote, you know, very commonly. And everyone just kind of takes that quote for granted because the quote in itself is, you know, literally live every day like it's your last. But a lot of people don't take every day of their life like it is their last, right? A lot of people take their lives for granted, and especially the days that they have, because I think it's kind of like people think that they have a lot more time than they actually do, and I think that's a very common thing. I know, listen, the Boosh channel getting all depressing, Sonny. What the fuck? What am I, the goddamn Ellie Fawn channel? What am I, Weekly Slap After Dark? What is this? What is this bullshit? I came here to see a funny Irish man talk about how funny things are and make me feel better. What the fuck am I doing listening to this man going about sad shit? But listen, shut the fuck up, right? We're gonna get onto that part, but listen, we gotta get this out of the way, okay? So just fucking sit tight, sit tight. People take a lot of their life for granted, and especially I know that there's probably, like, there's been times in my life where I've taken days for granted. I think I have a lot more time than I actually do, especially whenever I was younger. You know, I could sit down gaming for hours. I could sit down doing this stupid shit that will not matter, right, for my future, right? I'll be basically wasting fucking time, and that's kind of what my experience was with playing like a lot of other games, like for example, I think I mentioned in my last video that like Counter-Strike, right? That's hours that don't really matter for the rest of my life. Obviously, yes, they're kind of a dopamine hit. Same for TikTok scrolling. That's just time kind of gone. I don't think it matters how young or how old you are. I think that every person in their lifetime kind of gets it with like this little touch of procrastination. I know myself, right? I think I mentioned this, I mean, must have been 5,000 times in this entire channel, even though there's like, what, like 30, 40 videos, something like that. But it's just, it is true, right? Procrastination is such a fucking killer, man. It's happened to me, especially for the past couple years of my life. You know, ever since I gained some form of sentient after the age of about 17, I've just kind of become, you know, especially around that time, whenever I was like 17, 18, 19, I was in college, pure procrastination. It was fucking terrible, right? And you know what? Listen, and I'm counting myself lucky that now I'm starting to be like, you know what? Maybe it's time to kick in the gear, right? Because up until that point, I didn't really have anything significant, you know, that I've done or, you know, had happened to me. I mean, of course, you know, you have a good family. Like, I had a good family and all that kind of stuff. But there's nothing that I really achieved up until that age. I mean, and I feel like that's a lot for like a lot of other people as well who are much older, you know, because a lot of them are still procrastinating. I'm not saying, of course, the likes of yourself is you're procrastinating. Like, why would you procrastinate? You're here watching a Boosh video. Of course you're not procrastinating. Oh, you're not procrastinating. So, come on, you got a fucking video to get back to. I know that you listen. I know there's at least one content creator out there right now who's listening to the shit. I don't care. I'm reaching fourth wall type of stuff here, right? You're sitting here fucking wasting your time, buddy. Okay? Stop. Listen, stop watching this fucking video right now, right? If you're that guy who's got a video to edit, a video to make, something to be putting up, or you got some job you got to do now before the end of the day, stop watching this video. Go do that shit now. Alright, is he gone? Okay, good. Anyways, back to the video. I think everything kind of circles back around to the one biggest fear that I have, and that one big fear is the fear of me not reaching the goals that I want in my life. Because the thing is, right, life is not long, right? And it's unfortunate, right? Even now at the start of your, like, obviously now whenever you're young and you're working and all that kind of stuff, you think that you got a lot more time than you think. You got all these ideas, you got all these achievements that you want to do. But as you get older, you kind of realize that maybe you don't actually have that much time and life's far too short. You got to realize that every single day that you can wake up and, you know, smell that fresh fucking air or smell the goddamn bacon downstairs, you know, that there in itself is a privilege. Some people who have all these ideas and stuff like that don't realize before it's kind of too late that that is their last day. And it really fucking sucks. But don't take every single day for granted, right? Try and do as much as you can. Try and achieve that one thing that you want to do. Did you want to learn a skill? Maybe try to do that. Do you have a business idea that you want to do? Maybe try to get that up and running. You know, try and get, I don't know, fucking something like that, you know, going. You know, you got that video to make, go make that video. You know, have something that you can kind of look back on and think, I'm so glad I did that at this time instead of this time. It's like, even for like the same with this, like, you know, for the likes of me doing a business and stuff like that, right? I feel like if this actually starts to take off, I mean, that's what my fucking hopes are, you know. I'm actually going to make certain that shit happens. I'm not going to be sitting down, fucking about. I'm going to try and make sure that shit happens. So then I can look back and be like, I'm so glad that I did this when I was younger. Because, you know, life kind of gets in the way of a lot of stuff. And as time goes on, you get busier and busier, I feel. And then before you know it, you're just unable to, like, you know, do that thing that you wanted to do. And it fucking sucks, right? But listen, ladies and gentlemen, I know, listen, very depressing video, you know, for the fucking Boosh channel. Like, what the fuck? Don't you worry, don't you worry. I'm gonna hit you with a much more positive, nicer little sprinkle video for the next one. So don't even worry about it. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, if there's one thing to take away from this video, live life to the fullest. Live it like it is your last day on this fucking earth. Do the thing that you want to do. Start the thing you want to start. I don't give a shit what the hell you do, man. Listen, I'm just a guy on the internet that just talks about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. Your opinions, listen, I don't give a fuck about any goddamn opinions. I just talk whatever the hell I want to talk. You agree with me? Great. You don't, go fuck yourself. I literally don't care. But listen, if you're watching this far, you know, subscribe or some shit. I think it'd be pretty cool if I get this channel, you know, 2,000 subs for the end of the year. But listen, thank you very much, and